and welcome to the topic Acids and Bases. I am Mrs. Sandhya Ravindra Lanke from Sri Jain Vidya Prasarak Mandal, Sasiklalem Dhariwal College of Pharmacy, Chinswad, Pune. Today we will discuss about acids and bases. At the end of this video, you will be able to define acid and bases according to different theories. You will be able to discuss limitations of Arrhenius theory, and you will be able to compare acids and bases on the basis of different theories. So, there are three theories which explains nature and compounds, whether it is acidic and basic in nature. The three different theories of acids and bases are Arrhenius theory, Bronsted-Lowry theory, and Lewis acid-base theory. So, according to first theory, that is Arrhenius concept, acids are substances which are capable of providing hydrogen ions, that is H plus ions or protons, when dissolved in water. Here we can see with an example, HCl, when it is ionized in water, it produces H plus and Cl minus ion. So it is ionized in water and it will give H plus ions only when dissolved in water. So according to Arrhenius concept, HCl is called as hydrochloric acid, or we can say HCl is having an acidic behavior. Then according to Arrhenius concept, bases are the substances which are capable of providing hydroxide ions or OH minus or hydroxyl ions when dissolved in water. Again, with an example, we can see here NaOH, when it is ionized in water, it produces Na plus and OH minus ion. So, sodium hydroxide is basic in nature. So, when it is dissolved in water, it ionizes and produces OH minus ion, and that's why we can say that NaOH is an Arrhenius base as it produces the hydroxyl ions. So, this concept is useful for explaining the various neutralization reactions also. It involves the reaction of acid with base, and upon combination of these two ions, that is H plus and OH minus ion, it forms water and salt. This can be represented with a general reaction between acid, that is Ha, and a base, nothing but the BOH. So when this acid Ha reacts with the base BOH, it produces H2O and B plus A minus. So acid and base combines together to form salt and water. So this is a neutralization reaction. Let's explain new reaction which helps of these with the help of these examples we can clear the concept of neutralization reaction. Here hydrochloric acid, when dissolved in water, it produces H plus and Cl minus ion, and NaOH is a base which when dissolved in water, it produces Na plus and OH minus ion. So when hydrochloric acid reacts with base, that is sodium hydroxide, it produces H2O and NaCl, nothing but water and salts. So we can say that acid neutralizes the base and base neutralizes the acid. So with this reaction, the concept of neutralization is clear. Apart from this Arrhenius concept has some limitations. The first limitation of this theory is the definition of acid and base are only in terms of aqueous solution and not in terms of substance. So, according to this theory, the substance, when it is dissolved in water, then only it is explained by the theory. The second limitation of Arrhenius theory tells us that the theory does not explain acidic and basic properties of substance in non-aqueous solvent. Exactly, in the definition of Arrhenius acid and Arrhenius base, we have discussed that the substance which when dissolved in water produces H plus ion, and the substance which when dissolved in water produces OH minus ion are called as Arrhenius acid and Arrhenius base. So, according to this theory, the behavior of any substance in non-aqueous solvent is not explained. The third limitation is the neutralization of acid and base in absence of solvent is not explained. Just now in the previous slide we have discussed the neutralization reaction, but when the acid and base are dissolved in water, they are combined together, they produces salt and water. So this is the limitation, that in absence of solvent the neutralization of acid and base is not explained. The fourth limitation of this theory is the basic substance which do not contain hydroxide ion is not explained by the theory. So here, when ammonium hydroxide in liquid ammonia act as an acid, it does not give H plus ions or OH minus ion. That's why we can say that the substance which do not contain hydroxide ion is not explained by the theory. This theory only tells about the substance either which produces H plus ion or OH minus ion. And the last limitation is it cannot explain the acidic character of some salts such as AlCl3 in silver solutions, aqueous solutions. So this theory does not explain the acidic behavior of the substances which may contain such type of solutions, that is aluminum chloride. So to overcome the limitations of Arrhenius theory, new scientist proposed a theory, that is Bronsted-Lowry theory. So this is the new theory. According to this theory, acid is any substance that can donate a proton to any other substance. So we can say that acid is nothing but a proton donor. Here, when hydrochloric acid gives H plus and Cl minus ion, it gives proton. So it is called as acid. Then, according to Bronsted-Lowry theory, the substance that can accept a proton by any other substance is called as base. So we can say that base is a proton acceptor. Here we can see with the example NH3 plus H plus, it produces NH4 plus ion. So here ammonia can accept proton, that is H plus, and it will form ammonium ion. So we can say that NH3 as base, as it has ability to accept proton, that is it is a proton acceptor. So it is called as base. Now the new concept is there, that is conjugate acid and the conjugate base. When you again see the reaction which are taking place while explaining acid and base, HCl, when it combines with water, it forms H3O and Cl minus. So here water is act as conjugate base of hydronium ion, that is H3O plus, and Cl minus is act as conjugate base of hydrochloric acid. This concept can be clear when you will look the reaction by backward way, that is when H3O plus Cl minus ion. So here H3O plus is going to accept the proton, that's why it is act as conjugate base of water, and Cl minus ion, it is act as conjugate base of hydrochloric acid. So here the conjugate acid and conjugate base concept is clear with this example. Acid, it produces the protons, H plus ions, and the conjugate base. For example, hydrochloric acid, as it is going to donate the proton, simultaneously chloride ion is going to accept it. That's why we can say that Cl minus ion is a conjugate base of hydrochloric acid. Another example is also given, that of acetic acid. So this is regarding Bronsted and Lowry theory. And the last theory is Lewis acid-base theory. According to this Lewis acid-base theory, acid is the molecule or ion that can accept a lone pair of electron and called as Lewis acid. The examples are H plus, NH4 plus, Na plus, and so on. And base is the molecule or ion which donate a lone pair of electron and is called as Lewis base. Example NH3, H2O, OH minus, and so on. So if we learn this all the theories, we can come to know or we can differentiate between various acids and bases. So this is all about 3 theories of acid and base. So let's summarize all the 3 theories so as to avoid the confusion. In this table we can summarize all the 3 theories. According to Arrhenius concept, acid is a substance which provides hydrogen ions in an aqueous solution, and base is the substance which provides hydroxyl ions in aqueous solution. Then the second theory, Bronsted-Lowry theory, it tells that acid is a proton donor and base is a proton acceptor. And Lewis acid-base theories tells that acid is a accepts lone pair of electron while base donates a lone pair of electron. So if you learn this table, it will avoid confusion of acids and base as per different theories. So thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.